All-terrain vehicles and utility terrain vehicles, commonly known as ATV and UTVs, usually start to hit the ground once the weather starts to get warm. But the Kittitas County Sheriff's Office wants to remind people about the rules and regulations.
Hello.
Under Washington law, UTVs are permitted on public roads if approved by local government. According to the Kittitas County Sheriff's Office, the driver of a UTV on public roadway must have a valid license, and the vehicle must be licensed as a wheeled all-terrain vehicle with a restricted vehicle plate. It is the operator's responsibility to know where you can legally drive one.
These things are definitely, they're fun to have, but they're not really a toy. They are a high-performance off-road vehicle, and they have to be treated as such.
Between 2015 to 2017, 22 people died in an ATV accident in Washington, according to the United States Consumer Product Safety Commission. Jackson Phillip told me he had a couple close calls on his side-by-side, but nothing compares to the avalanche he was in 3 years ago. He says you have to be aware of your surroundings.
One time we were up in North Bend riding up on a road, and we were parked right beneath a huge ledge, and we all of a sudden heard this noise rumbling, and all this snow came down and just basically covered the side-by-side. We jumped into my buddy's car, and thank God everything was all right, but when we hopped out, the only way you could really see the thing was because the light on the whip was still blinking. So know your limit and how to handle the vehicle before you get on. Another thing, if you're driving a car,
be aware that there's more riders out there. They look different. They are moving at a different pace than the rest of the vehicles. Just be aware of that. Some are faster, some are slower. Keep in mind that these people don't have the cage around them to keep them safe like a car does. And if an accident happens between you and an ATV, then the ATV is probably going to lose.
Try to stay as visible as possible if you're going to be driving on the road. The Kittitas County Sheriff's Office said since most of the general public has not experienced sharing the road with a UTV, deputies encourage drivers of UTVs to use extra caution while driving. In Yakima, I'm Sophia Lesios.